I'm Doreen Grove from Scottish Government. Just to say that was a very good segue into my panel talk this afternoon, where I'm going to talk about a couple of projects and ways that we've tried to do exactly that, get disabled people involved in the workings of government. It's not easy, but we've put some real effort into it.
Hi, I'm Despina Mitropoulou. I'm from Greece. I just wanted to say I would disagree a bit about what you said at the beginning about having to build new tools every time you want somebody to participate. I think the civic society has already done that for you, and the OGP has already done that for you. They have created this amazing toolbox with all the participatory tools, and civic society has many platforms. Some of them are outside in the posters, you can see them. I know there are sessions about them. So what you can do, most of them are open source. So you can just customize them and reuse them. You don't have to have like a new project every time you want to involve citizens. But I will agree with what you said at the beginning about how you can manage expectations of the people. Because I think it's crucial when you have like a public consultation about legislation, and then you have a lot of people participating, and then the same legislation comes to the parliament or wherever, and nothing has been taken into account, then you lose trust of the people automatically. Like 10,000 people, you just lost their trust. So just something to think about.
Thank you. Well, I completely agree with international transparency. It's very important, inclusiveness, and we are very worried about this in our country, but we're trying to do our best, and we are working with all different kind of non-profit organizations and also organizations that deal with those minorities. And another thing that is very important to build that participation is also education. And what we are doing in Spain is we are trying to train people, not only civil servants, but also students in school. And we are like dealing with a back-to-school program. I think it's very interesting. I hope we will have a lot of success, and I will be glad to share the results very soon with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Tim Hughes, Director of Involve. I think it's important in this conversation that we remind ourselves that connecting the public with politicians is only half of the story. The other half is reconnecting the public with each other as well. And I think the real danger is that if we get the first part of that right and not the second part, is that all politicians here are kind of competing demands and kind of mixed messages about what citizens want on important policy issues, and particularly in countries like the UK, where I come from, at the moment we're facing some really kind of deeply contested issues like Brexit, but also issues around the kind of future funding of social care. And I think the model from Ireland of the Citizens' Assembly, which really puts the onus on bringing together representative groups of the public to talk through these issues and understand the different sides of the debate and trying to find some consensus together on where we should go in the future. And Sanjay earlier mentioned the example from the UK that my organisation was involved in of the Citizens' Assembly on Brexit, which similarly tried to bring together groups of the public from all sides of the political spectrum to really understand what different people want out of the Brexit process, and whether or not we could find some kind of compromise and way forward together. And I think it's only based on those conversations amongst citizens that then politicians can then find a direction that doesn't continuously divide us even more.